NightChasers here, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be kind of like a short video and kind of an update on what's going on. Stressful. And my hat looks really dirty. This is my work on cars hat, so I don't get any other hat. Really dirty. So right now, we are cruising in Jeff's 6.5 diesel. And I'm all alone. Jeff's working, and well, the wife is 6 hours away from me, and I'll explain that in a minute. As of right now, I started getting really annoyed and stressed out with the stupid stuff that's going on. Oh, hey, another house for sale. Already sold. So I decided to take a little drive over to my old house. We're gonna roll up to it real quick, but first. So Jeff had this issue. The mustache on the hoodie's hat. Jeff had this issue with his 6.5, where it would spool up, and you'd hear it spool up, and then it would just like disappear, like mid power range, mid acceleration, just turbo gone. And he's been doing it for a while. I think forever. So make sure there's no cars coming. I started doing some research, and it was a turbocharger wastegate solenoid. And I called all of the auto places, and so did Jeff, and no one had one in stock. So I was at Advance today getting a tool, and I just so happened to be like, hey, can you get this part number? And they're like, no, well, wait, let me call somebody. So they called somebody, and next thing you know, they're like, yeah, I can have it here in an hour. And I'm like, sweet, have it in. So I went back and grabbed it, and voila, it's fixed. It has a full 6 pounds of boost, being a 6.5, and it's 96. It's the most powerful 6.5 you can get, which is 215 horse and 440 torque, the same as a P-pump Cummins. The 24 valve non-HL trucks made 235 horse and 440 torque. So realistically, this truck isn't far off from a Cummins, and it's like 2,000 pounds lighter curb weight. So it makes it a little fun to drive, and it sounds cool. Like, it sounds very beefy. The turbo's pretty quiet. Whoa, my phone's at 5%. I'm gonna hurry up. So we're gonna do a little rip ski down the road ski and have some fun. Here we are. Okay, wait for this. This might be a little hard to do. And like the speedometer don't work, so that sucks. So I don't really know what to record here. Jeez, this is a big pool. There we go. Hold on a second. So it's also got 35s on it with my old Steelies from the Ram, so they're super hard, or super heavy. Oh, not happy with it. Couldn't get third. I'll try it one more time. It did spin second though. All right, first gear. Second. Yeah. That was like 60. That's pretty. It's pretty stout. Everyone says these things are slouches, but it's actually a lot of fun to drive. Here we are. See that? Here it is. Oh man, I need to drain my driveway. It is a lake. Jeez. Anyway, before my phone dies, let's get out and take a look around. So, man, those mushrooms in my yard. Jeez. Anyway, here it is. Gone. Everything is gone. I have a few more things I have to grab, and we're out of here. So, there's a 6.5, by the way. Yeah. I'll add a little clip in of it doing a burnout at the end of the video. I like the truck a lot, and the body's really bad. Like, the box is really, really bad. And it's got a bad spot on the frame. Is this the bad side? No, this isn't the bad side. Wait till you get over here and see the bad side. Whoa. It's bad. It's all stock. It's got a PMD relocate, and it's got a Diamond Eye 4-inch, and it's got a little cold air, and that's it. But anyway, I have moved. I'm gonna rotate the camera. I have moved, and actually I have moved far away, and that's why the wife's 6 hours away. So I moved up to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, top of the Upper Peninsula, and I don't like to really say where my location is, because I don't know who's watching these videos, and I don't want to deal with people. I don't like dealing with people, so I don't really like to say where I'm located. Stuff's changing, because like the whole type of scene and everything up there is completely different than down here. So I guess the reason why I'm making this little video is because I haven't uploaded anything or posted anything in a long time, and I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to get around to making a video. I did, however, I have a video almost ready to be uploaded about the Raider up in the UP. Found a little ranch. Holy crap. Little poopy 12 mil. I found a 12 mil in the dirt. I do have a video. It's almost ready, but up there I don't have any service or internet. Well, we're taking care of that soon. So while I'm down here, Jeff's house, and I have Wi-Fi, I'm gonna throw a video together on my phone and upload it just to kind of give everyone an update. And I figured I'd do a little OBS video and a little tiny review of Jeff's 6.5. Yeah. The Jeff 5 diesel. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I decided to move up north because it's like, it's really quiet. It's peaceful. And I got a really good job opportunity up there. Plus, like, the schedule is, like, awesome, so it'll give me time to do a lot of fun stuff and, like, a ton of money to do a lot. Well, not a ton of money, I ain't gonna be rich, but enough money for me to enjoy my beaters and live in peace. So that'll be nice. I'll be traveling down here often to do car stuff with my friends. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get back in the Jeff 5 diesel and head over to the Jeff house to give an update on what's going on with my OBS. And yeah, oh yeah, the door don't shut. I really hope he gets a new shell for this and actually puts some work into it. It'd be super sweet because this truck's super cool. Stalled it. Day 2 of recording this video. Yesterday I recorded everything I'm about to do right now, but I rambled on so much that the video became long, and I didn't want this video to be long. So, take number 2. You have an update of my life. Here's an update on Jeff's life. Jeff bought a nice little house in a nice secluded little neighborhood. It's got a nice backyard. It's got a big shed. It's got like a deep 2.5 car garage, which is perfect for Jeff. And it's insulated and heated, so there should be no reason why the Saturn isn't done springtime, because it's not going to suck to work on anything in the middle of winter. There's the Jeff ski, and Jeff bought this sweet Jeff mower, 73 wheel horse. I'm going to have to bring the Jacobson down here so we can mow some lawns together. The Jeffetta is actually running. He parked it in my backyard thinking that it was done for because it wouldn't start. Well, guess what? It was out of gas. And I was like, we were starting to flat tow it to his house when he moved out of my house. And I was like, why don't we just jump start and drive it? Threw the jumper cables on it, went to go start it, sparked real bad from the ground, the main ground on the transmission. I was like, dude, your ground's loose. Tighten up his ground, thing started right up, idled great, drove great. Just needs a battery and a wheel bearing. So the Jeffetta's back. You already got an update on Jeff's truck. So it's time to update you on the OBS. Last winter, like probably 8-9 months ago, I had Galen redo a lot of stuff on the truck because everything was just failing. Gas tank, fuel pump, sending unit, gas tank, or new fuel lines, gas tank straps, wheel bearings, CV axles, ball joints, tie rods, all the steering parts have been replaced, like the pitman arm, the idling arm, everything like that. Sway bar links, everything in the front was replaced. Truck drove great. Everything was fine. I only drove it a few times, like a handful of times throughout the summer. I drove it to David's house and it died. I wasn't getting any fuel, and fuel pump wasn't working. So I left it sit there for like 2 or 3 months, and then finally, like, I moved, so I had to get the truck out of his yard and up north. So I called Tony, my buddy, and I was like, hey man, I need you to get this stuff done because I'm too busy moving. He's like, yeah, I can get that done for you. Well, it took 2 weeks. I had to show up at his house and do it myself, almost, kinda. I had to motivate him. He did the wiring and figured out the ground was loose in the sending unit. So brand new sending unit, the ground came loose, I lost fuel, it was super annoying. But it's all fixed now. So he helped me get that fixed. I helped him help me get it fixed. He did brand new pads and rotors on the front, and we're on our way. Everything's great. It didn't have a working fuel gauge. The fuel needle fell off. You can see it in one of the old videos of Jeff's Blaster video when we went and traded it for the Mojave. Yeah. And so I went to go gracefully pull the cover off, and I broke it. So no cover. I can whoa, 55, no. The temp gauge didn't work. So these are 2-wire temperature sensors, and for some reason mine's 1 wire. I couldn't find a sensor or pigtail to make it work. I couldn't get it to work, so I said screw it. Bob gave me these gauges for free. Shout out to Bob. I owe him some gauges for his like engine stand he's building. So now I have temp gauge and lights. So when I wire up the lights, I now have volt gauge. So I have gauges, like the normal things you should have in a car. I'm excited about. Isn't that terrible? So it had a coolant leak out of the radiator, so I quick steeled it, and it is phenomenal. Doesn't leak. I also didn't have a radiator fan because the other one was like stuck on the original one, and it was so annoying I couldn't handle it, so I pulled it off. It was just fine when you're driving, but whenever you sit still, it's bad. So Bob actually had one of these. We couldn't get it off. Jeremy also had one, and he had the tools to get it off. So this is a fan off of like a 5.3. It screws right on the pulley, and it's a way better design than the original small block fans. So this is a kind of nifty thing. Went to go pull out of the driveway to hook up to the enclosed and head up north Tuesday morning, right? Yeah, yesterday morning. So I haven't been stranded down here that long. Truck pulled out in the middle of the road. It died. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just cold. It started back up. No, it didn't start. So I tried pushing it up out of the way, but Jeff's got this like dip right here for water to run off, and I couldn't get it up over the dip by myself. So it was just sitting right here. And then these guys down the road have this super sweet, like super mint teal 3rd gen Camaro. And they stopped by and helped me push it up. So pushed the truck up to the garage and started diagnosing what was wrong with it. I did a fuel pressure test, and it came back that all fuel pressures were great, from cranking to like prime to sitting to cranking. Everything was great. I put gas down the throttle body, a lot of gas, and it idled. I was like, all right, well, like it has fuel up to the little regulator that sits in the thingy. This little regulator right here, this is where the fuel lines go. And it has spark. What the hell? Well, it has to be the spider injector. Cool, awesome, great. I'm supposed to be up north, and now I gotta change this stupid thing. So here we are. Truck's torn apart. And $321 later, it was $341, but I had AutoZone rewards. So $321. I have MFI conversion. You can still buy the original ones, the original design, but you have to have them ordered in, and they suck. Don't do that. Go with this. These are poppet valves, and they just suck. So this will be like a better, reliable upgrade for the truck. I gotta get a heat gun out so I can bend these without them cracking, and I got some lithium spray to spray in there so I can rotate them without them breaking. So I gotta get that going. While everything is apart, I figured, I really need to do some maintenance on this truck, because I have never maintained this truck. I just drove it and did oil changes. And actually, let's dig in this trash real quick. These were the spark plugs, the original plugs. Oh, and actually, you know what? Now that I see this, it reminds me. These AC plugs were the originals, and the AC Delcos were Jeff plugs from the trash. So when I was trying to do headers on this truck a while ago, I broke those spark plugs, and the manifold dropped on them and broke them. So I replaced them with some trash plugs. This side right here is the original. I probably should have changed these plugs like 2.5 years ago and did all this, but I didn't. And better late than never. I feel real bad for this truck. I haven't traded it that well, so here we are. And I'm trying to keep this video short, and it just can't seem to happen. There's so much to talk. There's so much to talk about. There's so much stuff that's going on in my life because I haven't been able to update anybody because I've been so busy doing stuff. So, got to get this truck done today. So tomorrow morning, I'm hoping I'm heading up north. I keep it close to my favorite boot with the enclosed. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go work, and I'll come back in a little bit. Well, I found my issue. I've never had this happen to me before, and I can't believe it's happening. That's what's coming out of my gas tank. Solid water. It's literally water. It's nothing about it is flammable. It's water. I filled up $50 of water in my truck from a crappy ghetto gas station. So I learned my lessons about crappy ghetto gas stations. My truck is full of water. So maybe it's not like all water, but overnight the gas and water is settled, and gas is lighter than water, so it floats at the top. And now I have like probably a solid 10 gallons. I don't know what the percentage is. I know I put like 20 gallons of gas in, so I don't know how much water's in it. So I'm just gonna have to like keep draining it somehow. So I've created this contraption, or I can push my relay button on the side here. And it just pushes all the water out. And I can just literally push the water out until it turns into gas. Because I tried to siphon it, but it's hard to keep. So I tried to siphon the water and gas. And I got a lot of water at first because it was starting to flow, and then it turned into gas. So I know there's gas in the tank, but the hose must not have been at the very bottom of the tank, whereas the pickup for the fuel pump is. So I gotta like do it from the very bottom of the tank because I can't be for sure that the hose that I was using is at the bottom of the tank. So this may take forever. And like I can like put something between these two relays so it can stay going. But I don't want to get gas on the driveway. And this is literally just water. Well, here we are. She's alive and running well. I just had to drain a ton of water out of my gas tank, and I put a lot of 93 in it. I didn't know if that would even help. I guess it was worth a shot. I figured like the higher octane would help bring up the octane rating of all the bullshit that's in the bottom of the tank. Like because it was still pretty, like it was, dude. It was oh, the wife's calling declined. I'm in the middle of the door. I get yelled at. After I'd gotten all the water out of the tank, the gas and water was still, you know, the gas was pretty watery. And I was driving, it looked like I had a bad head gasket. It was steaming so bad out the exhaust. But now we're good. So I'm heading to my old house. I'm gonna load up a few little things, hook up the trailer, and I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head up to the UP. So I'm gonna start recording or uploading this video before I run out of service. So hope you guys enjoyed this little update video that turned out to be kind of long. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I have a lot of talking to do, a lot of stuff that kind of just ended up happening. So yeah, stay tuned. I got like a ton of videos I need to upload. I got like 4 or 5 videos I need to put together and upload still that I've had sitting around, and I gotta start working on that. Once I get up north, we're gonna almost the wife almost had the Wi-Fi hooked up, but she needs a little bit of help because we gotta mount it like 20 feet up in the air. So once I get up there, I'm gonna help her finish up the Wi-Fi, and I'll be able to start uploading videos and stuff again. And yeah, so stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.